Well, hello again, and welcome to Whole Country. So today the question is solar ventilators. Have you ever heard of a solar ventilator? Well, it's a solar panel that's encased in a black encasement. And when the sun hits it, it blows air into your building. So this could be used for a cabin. If you have a cabin sitting there with dead airspace, or a porch, a cold porch, and you want to get air circulating when the sun's out, well, come along with me and I'll show you how it works. I installed one over at the Solar Shack. As you can see, it's a nice day out today, so we'll come to the back of the shed here. Now, from previous videos, we talked a little bit about some of the equipment back here, but the new piece of equipment is off to the right there, and that's the solar ventilator. Now, the solar ventilator, it's see if we can get in there so you can get a view of it. It has a solar panel on it, and it has a chamber, a black chamber. Now this unit's a couple of inches thick, as you can see, and it installs quite easily. It's just a tube that goes through. It creates its own power, and then underneath, I don't know if you can see this from the video, but right there you can see there's holes, and you can actually see right in there, you can see the wind kind of it's sucking air in there, so you'd want to keep this track clean. Sorry. So, and inside the unit here, I'll have to get back, it's just getting my reflection. But inside the unit here, it's just kind of like a plexiglass. There's a couple of chambers. It's all engineered. It's really nicely done. And of course it needs sunshine to activate that solar panel, which in turn activates an internal fan. So it's all self-contained. So it's a ventilator. And if you take a building, that one will do 600 square feet. This building's only 144 square feet. But it blows quite good. We'll go inside and take a look. But what it does is it, if you have a cabin or something that you're locking up for the winter and you're shutting all the power off, or you have no power, and you know how it gets all musty and moldy smelling? Well, this sends in air, circulates air, and it inhibits that. So it's a real asset as well. I'm using it a little differently here because it's a heated shop. And this thing's actually helping my heater. So we'll go inside and we'll take a look at this. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to stand still. I'm not going to talk. Can you hear it? We'll walk up there. So right here is the ventilator. And it's just a little tube you cut through the wall. You can open this up. So I can just set this thermostat. And now you hear that the fan went out. So it's got a little 1 amp or whatever fan inside, and the solar panel activates it when the sun's hot. So it's quite unique. If the sun wasn't hot, this wouldn't activate. And I just turn it on because I want it on when the sun's going. Now, because my shop is heated a little bit, the temperature, my internal temperature is right there. It's 18 Celsius inside my shop, so it's quite warm, room temperature. So at night time, I have to shut this, or else all my warm air will go out and frost up that thing. So I just shut it like this, turn it off at night time. Actually, it's not running by the time nighttime rolls around. So I'm going to get it. It's actually warm to feel right now. And we're about -10 outside. So you can feel the air. Let's just see. Doesn't look like it's doing much, but it is. You can hear it on the video. I can feel it. And what this does is it circulates just enough. I put in this little oil heater. It's a little electric heater. And I got that at Canadian Tire for 85 bucks. I think it's ideal for these kind of applications. And you come into your cabin and you want to heat her up a bit. You get this thing going. I just have it on the lowest setting, 600 watts. So you can turn this up. That's 1500 watts there. And by utilizing this ventilator here, turn it back on, this blows nice warm air. The sun's hot outside even though it's -10. It helps to ventilate and circulate the air so that you don't get stale air. I sealed this building up pretty tight, and you know, if you didn't come in here for 3 or 4 days, it would get musty, or you know, it gets that stale air smell. So something like this is really an asset. I think the only thing I would do is I would put a dryer vent over this, so that the dryer vent's there and then the little doors flap open, you know, automatically when the air needs to come in, so a guy doesn't have to worry about losing warm air at night. And I think that's what I'm going to do, is put a dryer vent on that. But what I'm showing you is how it comes as a kit. It comes with the thermostat. It comes with the little sleeves there and the vent, and it comes with the tubing, a piece of tubing. I think I had a piece lying around here, but it's just an 8-inch tube that goes through the wall, and they give you a lot of tubing in the kit, so you're not short. You could probably go through a 2-foot wall with the tube. They give you a 2-foot piece of tubing. So yeah, I would recommend for a solar ventilator, if you have a cabin or even a porch that's cold, a building, and you want air to circulate, this is really the thing. I think it's worth it. I'd buy it. You know, so everyone wants to know about cost, so we can take a look here. Here's the cut sheet on it, and we have a local supplier here, He supplies these things to all the security dealers. If they want to get one, they can, or the solar dealers. And end users, you're probably better to work through a dealer, because they have a MSRP policy that they sell out of their store. So if you do show up there, I'll give you an example. This here light, you're going to pay $127 for that big one. But if you come here or you phone me up, I sell that to you for 99 bucks. So I'm a dealer, and you know, I buy case lots. I can kind of figure out what I want to sell stuff for. If that's too expensive, I got a smaller one there with half the brightness. So thank you for listening in. Thank you for looking at the solar ventilator, and I think it's worth it. Those things are just over 500 bucks. And if I had a cabin and I didn't have power onto it, or a building, I think I'd put one in. And I know I'm going to leave it in this shop because it sure is an asset to heating when we're in the middle of winter. It's January 30th today, and this shop is room temperature, and it's all run off green energy. So I think that's excellent. Thank you again, and remember, you can go to hcsolar.ca. That's my website, and soon to come is a price gallery. I'll have all these things gathered up on my price gallery. Now, I want to talk about what I'm coming out with next. This whole wall is going to come off, and we're bringing in some brand new technology, cutting edge. It's like Tesla. This is going to be a hybrid inverter with a 400 volt power wall. That's a goal. And the power wall, you keep it at 400 volts. We're going to have a course on that, how it all ties together. We're going to pull the whole array outside, the tracker. All our strings of voltage is going to come in here. We're going to add more to zero net our farm. We're using a bit more than 10,000 kilowatt hours a year. So we want to make sure that we're zero netting and using green energy to satisfy all of our electric needs, because that's what we're allowed to do. So thanks for attending, and press subscribe. And as these new videos come out, I will keep you posted and you will be invited to attend some of this cutting edge technology at Hool Country. Thanks again.